Former Public Enterprises Minister Malusi Gigaba made a brief appearance in the High Court in Johannesburg today for the formal enrollment of his corruption case. The process involves the placing of the matter on the court roll. Gigaba appeared alongside former Transnet executives Brian Molefe, Siyabonga Gama, Thamsanqa Jiyane and Anoj Singh. Their case relates to corruption, or alleged corruption I should say, in the procurement of Transnet's multi-billion rand locomotives. Watching that story is our senior reporter Samkele Maseko, who joins us now live from the court precinct itself. And Samkele, what happened inside court today?
We heard that Malusi Gigaba's legal aid request to the State Attorney General was declined by the State Attorney, saying that they will have no part in paying for his legal costs. They've essentially learnt their lessons in paying for the legal costs of former President Jacob Zuma in matters pertaining to corruption, money laundering and fraud that he's facing. So there will be no legal aid for the former Public Enterprises Minister Malusi Gigaba, whose case has been postponed to the 8th of May for a pre-trial. But there is a standoff with the legal team at this point in time because there is a potential conflict of interest of one witness who is also represented by the same attorneys as Malusi Gigaba. I'm going to bring in the IDEC spokesperson to speak on this potential conflict of interest. Mr. Henry, just the essence of the potential conflict of interest between one of your witnesses who is also represented by the same attorneys as Dr. Malusi Gigaba.
Well, the conflict of interest in our view is that this potential witness that we indicated in court is also represented by Dr. Malusi Gigaba as instructing attorneys. And this is not in the same matter. Remember, we have several Transnet matters. Now, the conflict comes in a way that there could be links between the transactions that have gone through in both contracts, although they are separate matters altogether. But we won't go into details on how deep this conflict is. But this correspondence has been done with the attorneys as early as late last year. Thus, we indicated to this court the issues that needs to be resolved. We don't want to have any delays on issues that could be resolved to avoid the trial from commencing.
When you look at this potential conflict of interest, how far does it stretch in the personal life of Dr. Malusi Gigaba? Does it transcend to his personal life? Does it not transcend to his personal life? What is the nature of this potential conflict of interest beyond the attorneys?
No, it's only related to the case. It has got nothing to do with his personal life, but it's related to the case he's facing. And we don't want to create any distractions in the movement or the forward movement of this case. We don't want delays. As you may know, we are always attacked, especially IDEC, on the delays that are created by ourselves or accused persons. But in this instance, the state is ready to proceed with trial. The postponement is to give the accused ample time for us to audit all the disclosures that we've done with them, so that we don't have delays of information. That information was not disclosed, certain information was not disclosed to prepare for trial. So we want to avoid all of that. Hence, we've given ample time to do the audit, but to also allow Mr. Gigaba to provide the state with the hard drives for him to receive the disclosures, for him to prepare for trial.
There was a discussion in court around 55 terabytes of data that needs to be sent to Dr. Malusi Gigaba. How far is the transition of that particular data from IDEC site going to the accused?
Well, that data is not relevant for this case, but the state is playing safe because that data also relates with other cases that are Transnet related. What we have done with other accused as well, we've provided them with the same data in case they want to refer to some of the documents in that data. But that data has got nothing to do with this case. This is us trying to avoid delays, unnecessary delays of disclosures that were not made or documents that are making a request for documents that are not relevant for this case. Hence, we requested that they come to our office, we do an audit on all the disclosures so that we know that everyone has similar documents that will be used in this trial court.
Is your case watertight?
The strength of this case will be tested in the trial court.
Thank you very much, Mr. Henry, who is the spokesperson of IDEC, who's speaking on these matters, saying that they're very much ready for the trial. They don't want any delays. There will be a transfer of data between the state and the accused in the form of Dr. Malusi Gigaba. It is about 5 terabytes of data that is in relation to the specific case, but the broader case is about 55 terabytes. There was an issue that Mr. Malusi Gigaba's legal aid that he had applied for would assist in the transfer of this data, which his legal team says would cost about 50 to 60,000 rands, but that has been clarified in court, and this case will continue. He's not yet sure whether he will be appealing that particular verdict of the State Attorney General refusing to grant him legal aid for the entire costs of this case, saying that he is in a position to seek that legal assistance because he was acting in the position as a Minister of Public Enterprises, as an employee of the state, and should be getting legal assistance. But the State Attorney General says no.
All right, and we'll, I guess, have to wait and see to gauge how things unfold from here on. Samkele Maseko, our senior reporter, live to us from the High Court in Johannesburg. Thanks very much indeed.